Shalom. We are in Isaiah 16. Send a lamb to the ruler of the land from Salah to the wilderness, to the mountain of the daughter of Sion. And it shall be like a wandering bird, a nest thrown out. So are the daughters of Moab at the fords of Ammon. Bring counsel, execute judgment, make your shadow like the light in the middle of the day. Hide the outcasts, do not betray him who escapes. Let my outcasts sojourn with you, O Moab. Be a shelter to them from the face of the ravager, for the oppressor has met his end. Destruction has ceased. Those trampling down have perished from the land. And in loving commitment, the throne shall be established, and one shall sit on it in truth, in the tent of David, judging and seeking right ruling, and speeding righteousness. We have heard of the pride of Moab, very proud, of his pride, his arrogance, and his rage. His boastings are not true. So Moab wails for Moab. Everyone wails for the raisin cakes of Kir Hardasheth. They moan, they are utterly smitten. For the fields of Heshbon languish, the vine of Sibmah. The masters of the nations have broken down its choice plants, which have reached to Azur and wandered through the wilderness. Her branches are stretched out, they are gone over the sea. Therefore I bewail the vine of Sibmah, with the weeping of Yazur. I water you with my tears, O Heshbon, and El Aleh, for acclamation has fallen over your summer fruit and your harvest. Gladness is taken away, and joy from the orchard. In the vineyards there is no singing nor shouting. No treaders tread out wine in their presses. I have made their acclamation cease. Therefore my inward parts sound like a lyre for Moab, and my inner being for Kir Heres. And it shall be, when it is seen that Moab has wearied herself on the high place, that she shall come to her set-apart place to pray, but not be able. This is the word which Yahweh has spoken concerning Moab since that time. But now Yahweh has spoken, saying, within 3 years, as the years of a hired man, the esteem of Moab is to be despised, with all its great throng, and the remnant be few, small, and weak. Chapter 17. The message concerning Damasek. See, Damasek ceases to be a city, and shall become a heap of ruins. The cities of Arar are forsaken. They are for flocks, which shall lie down with no one to frighten. And the strongholds shall cease from Ephraim, and the reign of Damasek and the remnant of Aram be as the esteem of the sons of Israel, declares Yahweh of hosts. And in that day it shall be that the esteem of Jacob wanes, and the fatness of his flesh grows lean. And it shall be as when the harvester gathers the grain and reaps the heads with his arm. And it shall be as he who gathers heads of grain in the valley of Rephaim. Excuse me. And gleaning grapes shall be left in it, like the shaking of an olive tree, 2 or 3 olives at the top of the uppermost branch, 4 or 5 in its most fruit-bearing branches, declares Yahweh Elohim of Israel. In that day man shall look to his Maker, and his eyes turn to the set-apart one of Israel. And he shall look to the slaughter places, the work of his hands, and he shall not see that which his own fingers made, nor the Asherim, nor the sun pillars. In that day his strong cities become like a forsaken forest, and an uppermost branch, which they left because of the children of Israel. And it shall become a ruin, because you have forgotten the Elohim of your deliverance, and have not remembered the rock of your stronghold. Therefore you shall plant pleasant plants, and set out strange seedlings by day. Make your plant grow. And set out strange seedlings. By day make your plant grow, and in the morning make your seed to flourish. But the harvest is a heap of the day of grief and incurable pain. Woe to the uproar of many people who make a noise like the roar of the seas, and to the rushing of nations that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters. Nations rushing like the rushing of many waters, but he shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far away, and be chased like the chaff of the mountains before the wind, like whirling dust before the whirlwind. At eventide, look, alarm, before morning it is no more. This is the portion of those who plunder us, and the lot of those who rob us. 18. Woe to the land of whirling wings, which is beyond the rivers of Cush, which sends envoys by sea, even in vessels of reed on the waters, saying, Go, swift messengers, to the nation tall and smooth-skinned, to a people dreaded from their being onward, a nation mighty in trampling, whose land the rivers divide, all inhabitants of the world, and you that dwell in the earth. When a banner is lifted up on the mountains, look, and when a shofar is blown, hear. For thus Yahweh said to me, I am still, and I watch in my dwelling place, like dazzling heat in sunshine, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. For before harvest, when the bud is perfect, and the sour grape is ripening in the flower, then he shall cut off the twigs with pruning hooks, and shall cut down and take away the spreading branches. They are left together for the mountain, birds of prey, and for the beasts of the earth. And the birds of prey shall summer on them, and all the beasts of the earth winter on them. In that time a present shall be brought to Yahweh of hosts from a people tall and smooth-skinned, and from a people awesome from their beginning onward. A nation mighty and trampling, whose land the rivers have divided, to the place of the name of Yahweh of hosts, to Mount Zion. 19. The message concerning Mitzrayim, see, Yahweh is riding on a swift cloud, and he shall come into Mitzrayim, and the idols of Mitzrayim shall tremble at his presence, and the heart of Mitzrayim melt in its midst. And I shall stir up Mitzrites against Mitzrites, and they shall fight each one against his brother, and each one against his neighbor. City against city, reign against reign, and the spirit of Mitzrayim shall vanish within them, and I destroy their counsel. Excuse me. And they shall seek the idols and mutters and mediums and the sorcerers, and I shall deliver the Mitzrites into the hand of a cruel master, and a fierce sovereign to rule over them, declares the Master Yahweh of hosts. And waters shall fail from the sea, and the river wasted and dry up. And the rivers shall sink, and the streams shall be weak and dried up. Reeds and rushes shall wither. Bare places by the river, by the mouth of the river, and every sown field by the river shall wither. It shall be driven away and be no more. And the fishermen shall lament, and all those who cast hooks into the river shall mourn, and they who spread nets on the waters shall pine away. And those who work in fine flax, and those who weave fine fabric, shall become ashamed. And its foundation shall be crushed, all the wage workers grieved in being. The princes of Soan are only fools. The counsel of Pharaoh's wise ones has become senseless. How do you say to Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient sovereigns? Where are they? Where are your wise men? Let them show you, and let them know what Yahweh of hosts has counseled against Mitzrayim. The princes of Soan have become fools. The princes of Noph are deceived. The cornerstone of their tribes, have led Mitzrayim astray. Yahweh has mixed a perverse spirit in her midst, and they have led Mitzrayim astray in all her work, as a drunkard strays in his vomit. And there is no work for Mitzrayim by either head or tail, palm branch or bulrush. In the day Mitzrayim shall become like women, and tremble and fear because of the waving of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he waves over it. And the land of Yehudah shall be a fear to Mitzrayim. Everyone who mentions it fears for himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he has counseled against it. In that day 5 cities in the land of Mitzrayim shall speak the language of Canaan, and swear by Yahweh of hosts. One is called the city of destruction. In that day a slaughter place to Yahweh shall be in the midst of the land of Mitzrayim, and a standing column to Yahweh at its border. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness to Yahweh of hosts in the land of Mitzrayim. When they cry to Yahweh because of the oppressors, he sends them a Savior, a great one, and shall deliver them. And Yahweh shall be known to Mitzrayim, and the Mitzrites shall know Yahweh in that day, and make slaughtering and meal offering, and shall make a vow to Yahweh and pay it. And Yahweh shall smite Mitzrayim, smite it and heal it, and they shall turn to Yahweh, and he shall hear them and heal them. In that day there shall be a highway from Mitzrayim to Ashur, and Ashur shall come into Mitzrayim, and Mitzrayim into Ashur, and Mitzrayim shall serve with Ashur. In that day Yisrael shall be one of 3 with Mitzrayim and Ashur, even a blessing in the midst of the earth, whom Yahweh of hosts shall bless, saying, Blessed is Mitzrayim, my people, and Ashur, the work of my hands, and Yisrael, my inheritance. Chapter 20. In the year that Tartan came to Ashdod, when Sargon, the sovereign of Ashur, sent him, and he fought against Ashdod and took it. At the same time Yahweh spoke by means of Yeshayahu, son of Amoz, saying, Go and remove the sackcloth from your body, and take your sandals off your feet. And he did so, walking naked and barefoot. And Yahweh said, As my servant Yeshayahu has walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and a wonder against Mitzrayim and Cush, so does the sovereign of Ashur lead away the captives of Mitzrayim and the exiles of Cush, young and old, naked and barefoot, with their buttocks uncovered to the shame of Mitzrayim, and they shall be afraid and ashamed of Cush, their expectation, and of Mitzrayim, their boast. And the inhabitant of this coastland shall say in that day, See, such is our expectation, wherever we flee for help to be delivered from the sovereign of Ashur, and how do we escape? And that is it for today. Go forth and do great things in the name of Yahweh. Be righteous. Shalom.